This is your no-nonsense recap for Demon Slayer Season 3 in detail. As always, drop a like on the video if you're hyped for Demon Slayer Season 4, and comment below what was your favorite moment or moment. Let's get into it. As well, check the card in the top right for my recaps on Demon Slayer Season 1 and 2, plus Mugen Train, and use my link or code to get 10% off your order of Gamer Sups, the best energy drink in the world for health-conscious gamers. Following their intense confrontation with Daki, rest in peace best girl, and Gyutaro, the quartet of Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Nezuko is discovered by Kikuchi. Meanwhile, within the confines of the Infinity Castle, Muzan assembles the last standing 5 upper ranks: Gyoko, Hantengu, Akaza, Doma, and Kokushibo, expressing his displeasure over their failure to eliminate the Ubayashiki family or locate the elusive Blue Spider Lily. Muzan assigns Gyoko and Hantengu on a collaborative mission after Gyoko provides valuable intel. As Zenitsu and Inosuke are individually summoned for missions, best boy Tanjiro dedicates himself to rehabilitation as per usual. In a surprising turn of events, his request for a new sword from Swordsmith Hotaru Haganazuka, also best boy, is declined. Advised to meet at the Swordsmith village for further discussion, Tanjiro, accompanied by Nezuko, encounters Techen, the village chief, who promises to bring Hotaru back for the sword. The journey leads Tanjiro to the village's hot springs, where he crosses paths with Mitsuri Kanroji, the love Hashira, and 100% my wife. I call dibs. During his stay, he also encounters Genya Shinazugawa, the Wind Hashira's younger brother, who rebuffs Tanjiro's kindness. As night falls, Mitsuri cryptically hints at a secret weapon that could enhance Tanjiro's strength. The subsequent day, Tanjiro embarks on a quest to find his mysterious weapon. Along the way, he stumbles upon Muichiro Tokito, the Mist Hashira, engaged in a heated argument, and is astonished to see a man resembling someone from his dream in their company. As Muichiro confronts the young swordsmith in a tense exchange, Tanjiro intervenes, attempting to shield the swordsmith. Kotetsu, the swordsmith, clarifies that the man Tanjiro saw is in fact a mechanical training doll crafted over 300 years ago by his ancestors. Being an orphan, it serves as his sole family heirloom. To safeguard this unique creation, Tanjiro agrees to protect it. The aftermath of Muichiro's training leaves significant damage, but to their surprise, the resilient doll remains. Kotetsu encourages Tanjiro to train with the doll to surpass the arrogant Muichiro. However, the training regimen takes a toll, with Kotetsu withholding food and water when Tanjiro struggles to make progress. Exhausted and on the brink of collapse, Tanjiro envisions an afterlife scenario where he encounters a peculiar stone in the Sanzu River. This mystical experience grants him the ability to preemptively sense attacks. Empowered by this newfound skill, Tanjiro delivers a blow to the doll's head, causing it to shatter and reveal a concealed sword within it. However, Tanjiro and Kotetsu express disappointment as they discover the tarnished condition of the sword. Hotaru, now having undergone rigorous training to enhance himself, arrives with a notably muscular physique. In a bid to restore the ancient sword, he generously provides Tanjiro with a spare blade. Tanjiro afterwards takes the initiative to befriend Genya, but his attempts are rebuffed. Although he observes that Genya has regrown a previously lost tooth. Peculiar. Fascinating. Unbeknownst to all, Gyoko and Hantengu infiltrate the village. Hantengu engages in battle with Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Muichiro, who decisively behead him. 2 new demons emerge from the severed body and head. Karaku, one of them, utilizing a wind-based Uchiwa to blast Muichiro away, while Sekido, the other, shocks the siblings with his Kakahara. Genya intervenes promptly, beheading the demons with a sawed-off shotgun, like straight-up Doom Guy stuff, blasting away, and of course a Nichirin Wakizashi. However, the demons split again, now totaling 4. The winged Urogi seizes Tanjiro, carrying him away and subjecting him to a sonic shriek. Meanwhile, Nezuko endeavors to protect Genya from Aizetsu, who wields a Yari. Muichiro, after initially hesitating, runs back to assist them but finds Kotetsu being attacked by a fish-like demon. Overcome his initial choice not to help, he saves Kotetsu, spurred by the recollection of Tanjiro's words about the reciprocity of helping others. Such a good boy. Is this show just constantly filled with good boys? Is there enough good boys in Demon Slayer? Do we need more? I think so. After Muichiro decapitates the fish demon, it remains alive until he slices the vase on its back. Kotetsu pleads for Muichiro's help to save Hotoro and the fellow swordsmith Kozo Kanamori. Muichiro, initially focused on protecting the village, recalls Kagaya's advice about insignificant events triggering the returns of his memories. Choosing to search for the swordsmith, he brings Kotetsu along. Meanwhile, Tanjiro deduces that each of the 4 demons represents an emotion: joy, Urogi; anger, Sekido; pleasure, Karaku; and sorrow, Aizetsu. Ginya's extraordinary resistance to normally fatal wounds confuses Sekido and Aizetsu. Nezuko incinerates Karaku and uses his Uchiwa against him, sending him flying. Sekido immobilizes Nezuko by shocking her in place with the Kakahara. Tanjiro utilizes Urogi's foot, which is immune to the electricity, to reach Nezuko and Ginya, evading Sekido's attacks. While attempting to free Nezuko, both are incapacitated when Karaku traps them with a blast from his Uchiwa. As more fish demons assail the village, Mitsuri heads to rescue the trapped swordsmiths. My wife. Having rescued Kozo from a fish demon, Muichiro accompanies him to the workshop for a new blade. However, they unexpectedly encounter Gyoko waiting for them. Meanwhile, Mitsuri arrives at the village and swiftly defeats attacking fish demons using her whip-like sword. Best Girl, as best girls do, proceeds to use their love-breathing technique to defeat the targeted fish demon before it can harm Techen. Karaku traps Nezuko beneath heavy debris, prompting her to smear Tanjiro's blade with her blood. Muichiro engages Gyoko, who demonstrates the ability to create new vases and teleport between them to avoid attacks. While protecting the swordsmiths, Muichiro is struck by numerous poisonous needles and subsequently trapped in a watery vase by Gyoko, leading to suffocation. Nezuko employs her blood demon art to heat up Tanjiro's blade. Sekido, delving into Muzan's memories, recognizes the blade resembling that of the demon slayer who nearly killed Muzan. Tanjiro, as his forehead mark transforms into a fiery symbol, unleashes Hinokami Kagura and beheads Urogi, Karaku, and Sekido. To his shock, Ginya, having beheaded Aizetsu, reveals his transformation into a demon? Tanjiro notices that despite beheading all the demons simultaneously, they are still alive, signaling the presence of a hidden 5th demon. He informs Ginya about this revelation, but Ginya, filled with jealousy, expresses his determination to defeat an upper-rank demon as well. In response, Tanjiro offers words of encouragement. Tanjiro frees Nezuko and instructs her to join Ginya while the demons regenerate. The siblings engage in combat, and Ginya discovers the 5th demon, a now minuscule Hantengu. However, Ginya fails to behead him, and Sekido attacks him from behind. Facing imminent death, Ginya recalls his traumatic childhood, marked by abuse from his father and the tragic loss of his siblings to a demon. He reflects on his complex relationship with his brother Sanemi, who unknowingly killed their demonized mother. As Sekido strikes Ginya, Tanjiro intervenes to save him. Ginya, shielding Tanjiro from Aizetsu's attack, expresses regret for never apologizing to Sanemi. Tanjiro, determined, takes on Hantengu himself. Tanjiro slashes Hantengu's neck but fails to behead him before he is confronted by Hantengu's manifested hatred, Zohakuten, whose blood demon art is a giant wooden dragons. Zohakuten, who in actuality is Sekido after absorbing Karaku, Urogi, and Aizetsu, shields the minuscule Hantengu inside a burrow and denounces the demon slayers for causing him harm, to Tanjiro's anger, of course. Meanwhile, Gyoko enters Kozo's shed to find him and Hotoro, who is polishing Tanjiro's blade. He attacks Hotoro out of spite but becomes annoyed when Hotoro ignores him. Muichiro, near death, suddenly sees a vision of Tanjiro, who reassures him that someone will come and help. Kotetsu then appears and fruitlessly tries to stab the watery pot. He is attacked by a small demon who stabs him in the solar plexus. Muichiro attempts to dissuade Kotetsu from trying to help him any further, but Kotetsu blows bubbles into the pot, giving him sufficient air to break free. Muichiro realizes the reason Tanjiro seems familiar to him is actually because he shares the same eye color as his father. As Muichiro weakens from the poison of the needles, his life unfolds before him and his memories resurface. Orphaned as a child, he lost his parents to illness and tragedy. His twin brother, Yuichiro, grew bitter and distant after their deaths. Amane, Kaguya's wife, attempted to recruit them into the corps, but it sparked Yuichiro's resentment, who saw helping others as futile. One night, a demon attacked, injuring Yuichiro. In a furious rage, Muichiro defeated the demon, witnessing his brother's final moments, expressing apologies, and praying for his survival. These memories trigger marks on Muichiro's face, enhancing his speed and strength. Discovering Gyoko threatening Kozo and Hotaru, Muichiro attacks. Despite Gyoko's shock at Muichiro's escape, his attempts to counter are indeed futile. Overwhelmed by Gyoko's attacks, Muichiro unveils his true form. Memories of Amane rescuing him after his brother's death and his relentless training flood Muichiro's mind, fueling his perpetual rage. Employing his enhanced speed and a self-taught mist-breathing technique, Muichiro exploits Gyoko's perception, ultimately beheading him. As the marks on Muichiro's face fade, he succumbs to exhaustion and the poison's effects. Kozo and Kotetsu come to his aid, and Kotetsu saved by Tanjiro's Suba given to him earlier. Reminded of his friend Kyojuro, Muichiro sheds tears and finds solace in visions of his family. Meanwhile, Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Ginya grapple with Zohakuten's formidable dragons. Tanjiro then faces peril when Mitsuri intervenes, slicing apart the dragon and rescuing him before heading to save Nezuko and Ginya. Like I said, I call dibs. Mitsuri successfully dismantles the dragons, but faces a violent retaliation from Zohakuten, who attempts to strike her down. In the midst of the peril, Mitsuri reflects on her childhood, where her unique abilities and appearance set her apart. Fearing rejection after a failed marriage proposal, she concealed her true self, only finding acceptance and freedom upon joining the Demon Slayer Corps. Mitsuri, reawakened, witnesses Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Ginya coming to her rescue. Apologizing for her earlier lapse, she confronts Zohakuten with newfound determination. Zohakuten, recognizing a mark on Mitsuri's neck, intensifies his assault on her, inadvertently revealing Hantengu's hiding place. Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Ginya, the latter showcasing his acquired demonic traits, obliterate Hantengu's hiding spot, yet the elusive demon manages to escape once more. Tanjiro employs thunder-breathing techniques to reach Hantengu, who unleashes his resentment Urami. Ginya and Nezuko engage in a joint attack, but Urami's retaliatory strike sends all three tumbling down a cliff. Armed with Muichiro's ancient sword, Tanjiro beheads Urami, but Hantengu survives. As daylight approaches, Nezuko begins to burn in the sun. Tanjiro discovers that Hantengu hiding within Urami's heart, and by exposing him to sunlight, he reverts the demon to his human form, effectively ending his life. In the process, Mitsuri is saved as Zohakuten disintegrates. Mourning Nezuko's apparent demise, Tanjiro finds solace when he realizes that she is no longer burning. Muzan, through Hantengu's memories, contemplates devouring Nezuko to achieve immortality. Tanjiro learns of Muzan's tragic past and failure to find a cure, which led to him to create demons in a pursuit of a solution. In the aftermath, Muichiro expresses gratitude to Tanjiro for aiding in his identity recovery, and Mitsuri embraces them both for overcoming the ordeal. As Tanjiro departs the village, the Swordsmith celebrate his heroic efforts in saving them. So, that's your no-nonsense recap for Demon Slayer Season 3, the Swordsmith Village arc. Once again, friendly reminder to drop a like on the video to help spread the video to people who need catching up to Demon Slayer. As well, support the channel further. Use my GamerSupps link in the pinned comment or the code CTactics to get 10% off your order. Thanks for watching, bye-bye.